coming up next. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the 1. And for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And the basket by Jackson. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
George passes to Morris. That shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Here's Porzingis. Good. Nice job down low. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game.
Well, you can't allow Porzingis to get this positioning, guys. I mean, he's too big and skilled, and he showed it there.
George finds Zubac. Doncic with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Doncic leading the charge.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 4-point game.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And the Clippers have possession following the score by Dallas. They get it back. Zubac. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Clock at 4. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Another shot. Kept alive. Zubac. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Out to Doncic. Shot from the wing. Kleber, the pass to Doncic. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Taking exactly what the defense gives him. Doncic exploiting whatever he sees out there. Does a nice job seeing the game.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's George. It's rebounded by Dallas.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Doncic. That one falls.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
We've got 1:18 left here in the opening quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's George. The Mavericks making the shot. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8. Top of the key, Porzingis. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Leonard. Reverses. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Finney Smith. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He notched 8 points. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Patrick Beverly. Batum is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. And that one's good. Doncic.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys, they're hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Doncic. And Trey Burke subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Burke. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 10. Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Redick. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
The shot's good.
Dwight Powell really showing continuing confidence in his inside game, and I think he's only going to get better down there.
A shot by Batum, no good. Dallas leading by 12, and an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Burke dishes to Redick. Cousins against Cauley-Stein. Here's Redick. That one, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Now, here's Burke. He started closely on the wing Hardaway. 1:44 left to play here in the second quarter. He dishes it to Powell. And he uses the glass on the layup. Powell's got the lead up to 12 now for the man.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Richardson in for Hardaway. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Patterson, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in for Patrick Beverly. And George, here we go. Got a hand on it.
Richardson showing you his defensive anticipation there with the block shot.
Here's Kleber. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I like the fact he had his head up immediately looking to make the dish down the floor. Get rid of it quickly. Outside, George. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Mavericks leading by 12. Work kicks to Redick. They get it again. Here's Kleber. Up and in on the layup.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum. I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Zinkas, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. Doncic is checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Trey Burke. Here's Morris. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
On the wing, Morris. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Richardson, good. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Richardson getting points in transition. Easy buckets thanks to his...
Oh, he gets it to go! Wow! Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, Luka Doncic has been the story in this. He had 12 points, 2 assists.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And Doncic, here we go. Count that one. Doncic has got 14 points for the game.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
George against Doncic. Here's Leonard. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 12. Here's Finney-Smith. The pass to Kleber. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called to the 3-second violation. So for the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and it's Kennard in for Reggie Jackson. Clippers trail by 12. Rondo passes to Mann. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Doncic. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Rondo dishes to Cousins. That one's not going to go. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Richardson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Richardson's got his second bucket.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
One-on-one here. And the dunk by Powell.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Rondo passes to Cousins, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
So he gets them both. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Trey Burke's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Redick. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
A little bit of savvy on the part of Redick there. Gets his man into a bad position and then forces him to commit the foul.
Nelly is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Clippers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. George banked in off the glass. George has got 8.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by the Mavs.
There's 1:40 left to play here in the third. Stolen by Jackson. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein kicks to Burke. Here's Brunson. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Cauley-Stein's got 4 this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Taking advantage of that length inside. George has the size and touch to score with ease from there.
Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Shoots over Zubac, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Nicolo Melli. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke.
And I think George is clearly one of the most difficult covers in the league. When he's taking it strong to the basket, the defense sometimes has no choice but to foul him.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Here's Dallas. They're on an 18-6 run. To the middle. Here's Doncic. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Par for the course for Luka Doncic. Just one of those games where he's got it on cruise control.
Batum passes to Cousins. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Batum with the steal. Bucket is good.
You know, he's become more perimeter-oriented over time, but Nick Batum more than capable of scoring inside.
Stolen by George. 6-second difference between the shot and game plan. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. This is his second trip to the free throw line. Both good from the line that time.
And, you know, the versatile George does so many things well. High-octane player who I think gives you intensity at both ends of the court.
Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Kennard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for the Clippers. Mavericks leading by 16. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding.
Both free throws good from Doncic.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Kennard kicks to Batum. And good that time. Batum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, that's big-time concentration from Batum. Able to battle his way through contact and still get the finish.
Here's Doncic. And so it's Dallas with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 6. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Batum. Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the 3 spot. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
Over to the left wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Mann's got his first basket.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
The drive by Doncic. Here's Porzingis. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Doncic. The putback. Porzingis on the follow. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Back to Zubac. And he banks in the layup.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Josh Richardson, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Doncic against Beverley, and there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Doncic against George. Richardson left side. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. Paul George with the steal. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Leonard with the ball, and it's Richardson picking him up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one. George against Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
6 on the shot clock. Doncic passes to Hardaway.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Leonard attacking. Porzingis with the block. And is on a bounce to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And, you know, that wingspan, those arms are very long for Batum. Uses them well to score through contact.
Now Burke. And the pass to Marjanovic. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at the arena. A lot of thought put into those outfits. The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight. And David.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Kleber with the bucket. On tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Oh, Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
McCollum. Oh, good on that one. Good work defensively by Richardson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's good.
I love that assertiveness. I mean, when Richardson catches and fires like this, you know he's in the zone.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 5-point game. Richardson against McCollum. He doesn't hit that one. Dallas has come out of the gates quickly. Here's Richardson, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
The consistency of Richardson's shooting is just impressive. Defense can't allow him mid-range looks.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Lillard. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. For Dallas, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Doncic against Lillard. And that one's good. Doncic.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D real.
Pass to Lillard. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Oh, it's easy to appreciate Lillard. Fantastic empowerment through the D and nailing the shot.
Doncic against Lillard. And Doncic throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. McCollum against Richardson. Porzingis with the steal. Richardson against McCollum. And contact on. And now, yep, this will be a gorgeous challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the wing, Hardaway, defended by Jones. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Powell down low, guarded by Hardaway. Second shot opportunity, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Now this is Cantor's role. He's out here to grab as many rebounds as he can.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Mavericks leading by 8. To the left side wing. Cauley Stein dishes to Hardaway. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Cantor's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Hardaway finds Brunson. The three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 10 to the wing right side. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Here's Cantor. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. For Portland, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. Burke comes in for Jalen Brunson.
Well, known for his unique personality, Cantor also remains a solid role player, someone his teammates enjoy playing with.
Cauley Stein passes to Burke, tipped away. And now Portland on the break. Here's Simons. Redick with the rebound.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Cauley Stein dishes to Hardaway. Can't hit from in close. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the... Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about...
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Portland, they've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Powell. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position.
Now, you have to commend the heart of Cauley Stein, looking committed to beating everyone down the floor in transition.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Powell finds Anthony. Back to Powell. It's not going to go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. One-on-one fast break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And for a big man, Cauley Stein possesses an impressive mobility. I mean, look how he moves. He's good at making a D foul him on the drive.
A different look for Dallas. Zingas, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Burke. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Doncic has got 6.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Cauley Stein kicks to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. The wide open look here for Porzingis. That 3 off the mark.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Lillard controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Wow, the speed of Lillard. So masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
Doncic feeling it out from the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Respect the leaping ability of Lillard or you'll get dunked on.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The drive by Doncic. It's deflected. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the half. Shot clock at 6. Here's Doncic.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Here's Anthony. Doesn't go that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Pulls it from the elbow. Richardson, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 8. 3-on-3. Richardson cover. The shot comes out. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Porzingis, and Anthony sends it back. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. To the right side. And there's the pass to Simons. Powell for 3 with the putback. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 10 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Nurkic lays it up and banks it in.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Out to Hardaway. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So that'll be it. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 4. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Man, their fans know how to give their team a lift. That's what.
And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in its small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. No good there. And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 4. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
You got to play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
Good look from Doncic. Dallas again missing.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist from Covington.
Timeout.
Nurkic has got his second basket of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. From 17 feet out, Covington passes to Lillard. Goes up at the stripe, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
A pick-and-roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic against Lillard. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Doncic has got 8 points.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Outside, Jones. Doncic against Lillard. McCollum outside for the lead. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Richardson gets a wide open look. And the Mavericks get another bucket right there.
But it's evident that Richardson knows his strengths on offense. Good at cashing in from these spots.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard misses. Mavericks leading by 4. Some room here for Richardson. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, give Richardson credit. I mean, the pull-up is a tough shot. He's got it down.
Doncic against Lillard. Bangs home the trifecta. 13 points in the game.
He's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it, though.
Doncic outside. And they pick up 2.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Passes it to Nurkic. McCollum against Richardson. McCollum passes to Nurkic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Luka Doncic. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for McCollum. Lillard against Richardson. Stolen by Kanter. And now Portland on the break, and he lobs it up toward the rim. It's deflected.
There's an intensity to Richardson's defense. I mean, he puts full effort into it. Loves being that thorn in your side.
Hardaway kicks to Redick. Pass to Porzingis. The shot, no good. Excellent D from Kanter. Trailblazers trail by 3. Unloads. Here's Anthony, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
They get a hand on it. Hardaway with a wide open look. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for it. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Dallas. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Jones, and it's Simons in at the point.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here's Redick. Here's Simons. Inside. Here's Anthony. Right wing. Simons the pass to Cantor. Here's Anthony. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Brunson drops it in from 14 feet away. Brunson's got his first 2 points.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Simons the pass to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. And now here comes Jones leading the break. 2 points. That one goes.
And you talk about clutch plays. I mean, defensively and offensively. And we saw it right there.
Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
Great positioning on the putback.
Timeout.
Simons has got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
Dallas calls timeout. Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Powell. Marjanovic comes in for Hardaway. Richardson, he's checked in for Trey Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
Thank you, David. Powell finds Lillard. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. He's off on that one. And it's Dallas the other way. From 20 feet out. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Powell, no one around him, hits the 3 from the wing. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Doncic right side. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Puts it up. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Love the poise of McCollum. He looks comfortable shooting in crucial moments of the game.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And Cantor pulls it down.
The defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Hardaway's checked in for J.J. Redick. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Robert Covington's checked in for Enes Kanter. McCollum outside. Covington against Porzingis. Back to McCollum. Lillard from outside. That one misses.
I mean, with all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around him. Somebody tell he's got to be more unselfish.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Powell finds Lillard. From deep. Mavericks with the rebound.
Can't waste any time here.
You're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Hard to believe Lillard missed out on a couple of all-star selections. I mean, in seasons where he averaged over 25 points a game.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Doncic against Lillard. Now, here's Doncic, guarded closely. Looking to end his cold spell. Money!
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Oh, you got to just have a sense of calm at the line. He has it here, and he just put the game to bed.
Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. A narrow. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. And let's go.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Rivers out there with Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's McGee in at center. And for the Mavericks, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be. Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Out to Hardaway, launches a three, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. First quarter, just over a minute played. Doncic with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. And that one's good. Doncic.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
And here's Rivers. Pass to Jokic. Fades back. And again, Denver no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Hardaway for three. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Rivers with it. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now, here's Doncic. Shot to stop the run, and it's McGee with the jam.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Here's Doncic. Shot from free throw range, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Rivers looking over the floor. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
Three young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Back to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Marjanovic with the slam.
Boy, there is an artistry and a feel to Luka Doncic's game. This guy is elite with his playmaking.
Now here's Rivers. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Nuggets trail by 7. The kick out to Porter. Back to Gordon. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. Tries again. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Here's Richardson. Gets a very good look and converts. Richardson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, this guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Rivers passes to Jokic. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make.
Jokic is a force down low.
The drive by Doncic. McGee with the block. And so it's Dallas, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
They've got J.J. Redick. Cauley Stein is out there with Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Near the three-point line, it's Millsap. Mavericks with the rebound. Powell down low. He's against Morris. Brunson with a clean look. Misses off the right iron. The Nuggets trail by 7. To the inside. Morris kicks to Harrison. Bull with it. Working on Cauley Stein. Bull can't hit. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Cauley Stein finds Redick. No good with the triple. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Lets a floater go. Bull can't hit. Dallas leading by 7. Finney Smith passes to Cauley Stein. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And Cauley Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Burks is checked in. Now Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now here's Powell.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
A 3 from Morris. Here's Millsap. A beautiful reverse layup. Millsap's got his first points of the game.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Burke, the pass to Powell. Back to Burke. To the paint. Millsap with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Passes it to Bull. Over Cauley Stein. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley Stein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Bull. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Cauley Stein against Millsap. Morris inside. Chanchar, the pass to Bull. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Here's Burke. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. 1:32 left here in the second. And here is Morris. There's the pass to Millsap. Harrison scanning the floor. Here's Chanchar. 4 on the shot clock. Makes it off the glass.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Outside for Redick. There's the triple. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
What confidence from the grizzled veteran. Redick is as automatic as it gets from downtown.
Morris passes to Bull. Over Cauley-Stein. Bull can't hit.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Outside, Redick kicks to Cauley-Stein. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Powell. Millsap grabs the miss. Here's Harrison. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the contest. Brunson with it from deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. And the Mavericks over the past couple of years, Shaq, making some great personnel.
Yeah, great trade with
And that's
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Rivers. Jokic is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Porter, and it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true. And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Pulls up on the elbow. Almost, but it rolls out.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Porzingis with the steal, and they're on the break. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
This is his first free throw of the game. And Porter drops them both. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Jalen Brunson, who's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Outside Gordon. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Poked loose. Pass break Dallas. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, Doncic, terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Gordon kicks to Green. Here's Doncic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
1:52 left to play in the third. Jokic, it's good on the putback.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Now Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Nuggets trail by 9. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Here's Jokic. Offensive rebound.
And it didn't fall. They want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Green. Second chance shot, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. Trey Burke comes in for Josh Richardson. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Morris against Brunson. Morris passes to Chancho. And again, Denver no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Finney-Smith. 2 free throws coming up, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so it's that. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Marjanovic, Luka Doncic out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Doncic with the steal, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic. down low. Millsap uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Wide open. Harrison with the rebound.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Richardson's checked in. Mavericks leading by 9. Now, here's Doncic. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. To the paint. Lets it go. That's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Nuggets trail by 9. And here is Morris. Yep, that one goes in there. Morris has got his first points in this one.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Here's Richardson. Pass to Marjanovic. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Chanshaw. He kicks the ball. Doncic comes with the double team. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Chanshaw. Drops it in from 11 feet. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Hey, watch him.
Doncic with it. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Count it. And now it's only a 5-point Dallas lead.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy. Someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Here's Doncic. And it's Denver with the rebound. And Porter, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's just a 3-point Dallas lead.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group. Now, Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
Rivers against Doncic. Now, here's Jokic. Not a lot of room.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Doncic, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
That one drops for him. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Now, Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Now here's Rivers. Outside, Porter. Up again. Jokic on the follow.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Doncic looking it over. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Wide open look. Here's Marjanovic. Back to Richardson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Another shot. As JaVale McGee with the rebound.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg. And the starting lineups have concluded. So just welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And George kicks to Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. It's good. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
All 3 throws good from Doncic. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Out to the right wing. Zubac finds Leonard. Outside, George. The Clippers rebound. Leonard with the bucket.
With hands wider than the dimensions of the basketball, Kawhi able to control it with ease.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Porzingis. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Here's Richardson. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Shoots the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Richardson. Over George. Dallas, no good that time either. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Leonard on the wing. No good that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
And George, here we go. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Jackson dishes to Morris. Missed inside.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Rondo. After the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Rondo can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Powell kicks to Brunson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Rondo passes to Batum to stop the run. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Hardaway. Powell against Cousins. Here's Cauley-Stein, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Pass break, Dallas. Reddick's got the ball. And the dunk by Powell.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like
where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now here's Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Cousins kicks to Rondo. And another shot. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Rajon Rondo.
One of the guys who fills up the stat sheet. Unfortunately for Cousins, that tends to include a high number of techs each year.
Clippers trail by 6, and now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
There's the lob to the hoop, and that does it for the first quarter. It's Dallas as they end the first quarter on a 12-4 run. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Thank you.
You know, this game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Hardaway. Powell is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Burke in at the point. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. And Dallas also making the switch. Doncic is checked in. Now Leonard. After Tim Hardaway missed from long range. Launches it. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he gets the bucket. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. On the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Beverly. Off on the layup. Mavericks leading by 10. The wide open look here for Porzingis, and it's off from three-point range. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. And he commits the intentional foul. And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the basket is good, and he's got it. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here are the Clippers now, following the score by Dallas.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
Now, here's Richardson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And finished off by Kristaps Porzingis.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And George, here we go. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Morris.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
Here's Finney-Smith. And the pass to Porzingis. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Reggie Jackson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Rondo with the steal.
Now, that was a miscue, but I like the poise they played with so far, valuing each possession.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one at the line is good.
J.J. Redick, the former Blue Devil, has really developed into one of the game's most deadliest shooters.
And both free throws good for Redick. Clippers trail by 10. To the inside. Cousins finds Morris. Back to Cousins. To the middle. From short range. It's rebounded by Dallas. Brunson with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs. That will count. And that would have counted, but his shot was... And so that brings the first half to a close. Mavericks lead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At one stretch in the opening period, they filled up.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
This is why you prepare. Get ready for the opportunity if it comes your way, because you may be asked to deliver.
Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Here's Doncic. Paul George making his last shot. High arcing shot, and that one's good. Doncic has got 8.
And already in his career, Doncic displays a remarkable amount of pro moves, including that floater right there.
Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Here's Jackson after Luka Doncic's bucket. Here's Zubac, and he makes that one. Zubac has got his second basket.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Trey Burke subbed in for Richardson. Now here's Burke. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Hits it from three-point range. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. Finished off the break. 8 points for Porzingis.
And just wanting it more there. You got to like seeing Porzingis beat everyone to the spot in the open floor.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
George against Doncic. Outside Hardaway. And he's going up for the alley-oop. 5 to shoot. The shot by Powell, no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
There's the feed to Burke. Stolen by Zubac. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. And the basket is good. Morris has got 8.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Doncic feeling it out. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Hardaway has got 6 here in this quarter.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Porzingis with the block. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Mavericks also with a sub. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Now here's Porzingis. He's got 8. And it's Doncic missing. It's tipped and stolen by Cauley-Stein. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
At 7-3, Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Reddick comes in for Burke. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Beverly the pass to Batum. On the wing, Batum. The second chance effort. And he sinks the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Brunson scanning the floor. 56 seconds left in the third. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip-in.
Beverly, the pass to Cousins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Natural-born finisher, DeMarcus Cousins bringing the hammer.
Pass to Porzingis. And here they come. Here's Kennard. And the layup's good off the glass.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Mavericks leading by 14. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Hardaway. Out to the wing. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Great D that time from Batum. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Kennard for three. The offensive rebound.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And so it's Dallas, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Richardson. Maxi Kleber is out there with J.J. Redick. And it's Finney Smith in at the four-man position. Leonard finds Beverly. Back to Leonard. Pass to Cousins. Batum wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Clippers trail by 14.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. George is checked in for the Clippers. And then for Dallas, Porzingis, he's checked in for Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his third foul of the game. On defense, the Clippers down by 12. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and that one drops for him.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
What I like about Kawhi's shot, no matter the distance, always seems to be on balance.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Passes it to Finney Smith. On the clock. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And so they foul intentionally. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Outside, George. And here's Leonard from three. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux. right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's Zubats outside for Batum for the three. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Beverly wide open on the three off target.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Doncic against Beverly. Over in the quarter for Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Kleba from downtown. Buries it from three-point range.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Mavericks leading by 14. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his third foul of the game. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. Beverly against Doncic. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. That shot, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Leonard inside. Richardson covering. Back to Leonard.
And Porzingis demonstrating there why he's an effective two-way player, positioning himself well there to just bother the shooter.
Here's Richardson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 14-point game.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Mavericks.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Porzingis.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Hardaway against Leonard. And here is Hardaway. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And that one falls for Batum.
Clippers foul call. That's his first personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Dallas. Nicola Belli.
He's perfect from the line this time. Left side Jackson. Banked in off the glass.
This is what you get from Reggie Jackson now. Powering through contact and has the focus to complete the play.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. But drama will It's an NBA afternoon game here on this DH.
Well, guys, I'm very familiar with C.J. McCollum's college days.
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Here's Covington. Lays it up off the glass. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
Now, here's Lillard. Here's Nurkic from 7. Pulls it up. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane, they're hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. And there it is for him. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
Doncic feeling it out. Rebound by the Trailblazers. McCollum dishes to Powell. Count it.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Doncic outside. Pulls up. High post. Rebound by Nurkic.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Covington wide open. He fires. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Richardson gets a wide open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
A good sense right there of Richardson understanding space and that he could get there. Nice pull-up.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Nobody near Lillard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
Man, sometimes there's dunks, and then there's mean dunks. That was a mean dunk.
Lillard outside. And it's McCollum in the corner. Lets it go from deep. The three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off target with the open look.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Richardson kicks to Kleba. Beyond the arc. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Covington. Kleba with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time. No doubt about that one.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to McCollum. There's the 3. Portland again missing. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Porzingis, that one drops for his 2nd bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Lillard from deep three-point land sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 5 points so far. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Doncic. Makes good on the step-back jumper. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Not going to go that time. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Mavericks ahead, leading by just 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
Great. I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the floor for Dallas, Dwight Powell is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Brunson in at the 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Buries the easy one. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Brunson finds Cauley Stein. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Taking contact on the way up. Cauley Stein going through it that time.
Passes to Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. Inside. That shot off. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And Portland making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. And Dallas with a change here, too. Burks is checked in.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And Cauley Stein over to help. Here's Jones. It's rebounded by Dallas. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Hardaway. Shooting, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Burke can't get it to go. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein, and it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Here's Cantor. Lays it up and banks it in. Cantor's got 4 this quarter.
The number of go-to moves and a soft touch. Cantor can crush you inside.
Here's Burke. Makes it off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 1. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Here's Simons. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. And it's Burke with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Shot on the wing. Richardson, good. Richardson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs.
Richardson doing a great job in transition. Has good speed that time. Accelerates in the open floor.
Pass to Cantor. Tries again. Nice move. Out to Anthony. The Mavericks pull it in. 1:16 left in the first half of basketball. Over to the wing. Now here's Burke. Defense right on him. Rob. Cantor inside. Started by Hardaway. Got that one up quick. Simons has got 5 now.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
It's stolen. And now Portland on the break. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Jones with the stop.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Down low. Taken away by Anthony. Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. Pass break Dallas. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Powell, that's good. Powell's got the game tied up here for the Mavs. Portland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Here's Simons. Burke covering. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Here's Lillard. He's got 5. And Lillard throws it down.
The thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. That
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center filling out the middle.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 10. Ripped away. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Doncic against Lillard. Back to Covington. To the middle. 6 to shoot. McCollum against Richardson. Here's Nurkic. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort. And the Trailblazers lead by 5. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by McCollum. Lillard from outside. McCollum, Porzingis with the rebound. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Back to Kleber. Out to Doncic. Trailblazers leading by 5. McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. And McCollum the bucket on the assist from Covington.
McCollum a blur that time in transition. A quick-footed guard who runs the floor like a gazelle.
Here's Doncic. And it's rebounded by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Nurkic kicks to Powell. It's rebounded by Dallas. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, the D can't give Richardson that kind of lane to the basket. He will jump all over any available space.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 10. And there's the pass to Nurkic. And here's Porzingis. Richardson attacking. Yep, it counts. Now it's just a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Portland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Lillard finds Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Doncic against Powell. And Doncic throws it down.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Here's Lillard. The Mavericks making the shot. From deep three-point range, and it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Doncic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Lillard from deep three-point land. They grab their own miss. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. To the paint. Moves back up. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Yeah, Lillard aggressive in this game so far. Awesome at finding different ways to attack close to the rim.
Here's Doncic. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard from outside. Keeps it alive. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 6 points.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Portland out in front, up 1. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. And so here's Portland. The Mavericks making the shot. The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And here are the Mavericks now, trailing by 2. Now Brunson. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Here's Simons. Lobs it up for Anthony. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Dallas shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Here's Brunson, and he lays it straight in. Brunson's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Simons. There's the dish to Cantor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Dallas the other way. And here's the fast break. Brunson the pass to Kleba. And it's in there. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the wide open shot from Redick. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick for the Trailblazers. Giles checked in for Anthony. McCollum comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Dallas with a change here too. Zinkas, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Here's Giles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Brunson scanning the floor. He gets that one. Brunson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Lillard with the bucket.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's Brunson. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the shot is good.
And he was a go-to guy in crunch time in college, and McCollum now has developed that reputation here in the league.
Now here's Brunson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Brunson against Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Brunson the pass to Kleba. And they call the foul, so he's got the 8-1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
That's good. And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Giants. And it's Powell in for Jones. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the 4th so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Richardson, no luck. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. And the dunk by Covington.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Doncic outside. Over in the corner for Zingas. This is it to Kleba. The feed to Doncic. And it goes down 2 points.
How about the poise from Doncic? right there. He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Now, here's Lillard. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks it to Covington. All alone. It drops.
And they do have a foul to give.
Now, here's Doncic.
Got it! Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 1. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's what's your take.
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
And the basket by Lillard.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. Always a big home court advantage here in the Mile High City. And the Nuggets will look to missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at center. And for the Nuggets, JaVale McGee is out there with Jokic. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Rivers in at the point guard. Shoots. Porzingis can't hit.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Jokic kicks to Porter. McGee trying to break free. That's good from Porter on the assist by Jokic. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players. but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He gets it in there.
Well, you know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their game. Deadly from the mid-range.
Here's Rivers, and he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Floats it up for Jokic. The shot off that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man, Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And that one, good.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling.
And here are the Mavericks now. They trail by 6. Doncic outside. Sinks that one from the post. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, such a soft release on this difficult shot. Doncic is a master at knowing how and when to use that shot.
Porter in the corner. Throws up on the block. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And Jokic throws it down.
Nice to see Jokic running the floor like this because he makes himself a big target in transition.
Doncic finds Marjanovic. Doncic with it. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Rivers dishes to Gordon. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
They get the rebound. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 8 points.
Always good to see the young fella, Porter Jr., outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
Porter against Doncic. The Nuggets on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. Oh, Porter in position, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Paul Millsap has checked in for Denver. Shaquille Harris comes in for Porter. Jokic with the steal. And another fast break opportunity for Denver. Here we go. Rivers kicks to Millsap. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break basket.
Out to the right wing. Here's Kleba. And the call, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Nuggets lead by 10. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Denver.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
They've got Harrison, Paul Millsap out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's John Shaw in at the small forward. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. The Nuggets leading by 12. Great D that time from Redick.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Kleba slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
Rivers passes to Green. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Cauley Stein. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Pass to Harrison. Millsap's against Kleba. Rivers gets a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. 8-point game. For Denver, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drive. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Fast break, Dallas. Finney-Smith passes to Cauley Stein. 2 points. That one goes. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Fires at the elbow. Millsap grabs the miss.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Stolen by Rivers. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Millsap misses. Mavericks trail by 10. Redick with it. Now Green defending. Now here's Kleba. D right on him. Goes up on the high post. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, Redick has a solid in-between game, and I like seeing him work that shot into his game from time to time.
1:33 left now here in the second. Green inside, working on Cauley Stein. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots from the right block. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Finney-Smith. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Everyone on D looks a step slow in transition as they keep getting beat down the floor.
58 seconds left in the first half. Rivers kicks to Millsap. Inside, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Jokic with the bucket.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Doncic. Dallas again missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
He lobs it up, and it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
And the first half is now in the books. Nuggets ahead. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. What a start for Michael Porter. He had 8 points, 2 assists, and 1. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Dallas. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
Doncic outside. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide-open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Fires, high post, and it's Doncic missing.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen by Gordon. One-on-one fast break. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. No good on the 3. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 16.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanic, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
And here's Rivers. 6 points for him. Now the pass to Jokic. Over for Porzingis. Another miss by Jokic.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
The Nuggets leading by 11. The drive by Gordon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gordon's got his second bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Porter against Doncic. Good.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Rivers against Doncic. Floats it up for Jokic. Doncic with the steal. Fast break Dallas. Richardson's running. And that one hits back iron. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Porzingis with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Richardson outside. Pass to Doncic. Over Rivers. Doncic, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games. Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Doncic outside. Buries the 20-footer. Doncic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
50 seconds left in the third. Rivers passes to Jokic. Back to Rivers. Floats it up for Jokic.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Passes it to Jokic. Rivers looking over the floor. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
From deep three-point range, off target. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Harrison, Paul Millsap out there at Bowl. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's John Shaw in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Richardson against Morris. Millsap left side. Pulls up. And again, it's Denver. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Here's Powell. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 13. Bull, the pass to Morris. Floats it up for Millsap, and he lays in the alley-oop.
Well, I like the way Millsap is always ready to be aggressive offensively. I mean, if he has daylight and he's got a good look, he doesn't hesitate.
Brunson against Morris. Got a piece of it. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Right wing. Here's Chanchar. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
And there it is for him.
Boy, and shooting does not get any prettier than that. Read it, sensing separation and taking advantage beautifully.
Pass to Harrison. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Millsap looking it over. Denver needs to get off his shot. Chanchar, no good. Mavericks trail by 13. Porzingis has the open look. Millsap grabs the miss.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
The pass to Harrison. Shoots over Brunson. The shot by Harrison, no good. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams will make substitutions. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Millsap. Dishes it to Green. Outside Porter. Here's Harrison. Fires the three. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Doncic from the arc. But they'll get another chance. Runs in the pass to Porzingis. Clock at 6. And here's Doncic from the arc. Dallas again missing. Denver leading by 13.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Denver.
They simply ran them off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Jokic.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Richardson, good choice of shot there. He takes shots that come within the offense.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. McGee's shot is off.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Rivers against Hardaway. Richardson outside. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Now here is McGee trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Richardson outside, and the miss. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A confident, all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.